Hey VC, welcome back. This is HubTunes. I am Mike. How's everyone doing? Getting ready for Thanksgiving. Just hanging out, listening to records, not doing too much else. Kind of been slow at work the last couple of weeks, so I'm gonna make a couple of videos in the next couple of days and get them out to you guys. This is going to be a contest entry for Anthony at AGK's Vinyl Life. Check out his channel. I will link it below. He's pretty cool. He shows all kinds of music, great soundtracks, really cool, interesting stuff. He's also a gamer. He put his link in there for his gaming site. I'm not a gamer, but my partner is, so my partner went onto his site and signed up. So check him out. He's going for 1,000 subs, and I think he might already be over 1,000 subs. So he wants us to spell out AGK's Vinyl Life in records. So that's what we're doing. Here we go. Got, first up, for A, this is A Certain Ratio. This is their second album, 2 each. This is on beautiful red vinyl, very bright. I don't know if you guys can see that, but very, very cool, bright red vinyl. This is a gatefold. This is a reissue from a few years ago. It's a 2-record set. A Certain Ratio is a post-punk band. Their first album is very punky. This is kind of punk too, but I would say overall mostly post-punk. They were formed in 1977, I believe their first album came out. Like I said, this is their second album. I love this record. I also have their first one. They just reissued that a few years ago, and I have that on bright orange. It's really, really cool and sounds fantastic. But these guys are still around. Not all the original members, but they're still around putting out pretty decent music. I bought one of their albums about maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago, right before the pandemic, and it is excellent. And they're still touring, so you can catch them every once in a while. They're still around. A Certain Ratio for letter A. For G, Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel's Security. This is his 4th solo record and an absolute masterpiece. This is my favorite Peter Gabriel record. I think this is absolutely by far his best record. So has some beautiful stuff on it, but so also has some crap on it. This is a must listen straight through. Not a bad song on here. Family in the Fishing Net, I Have the Touch, Kiss of Life, San Jacinto. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful record. This also has Shock the Monkey, which was the big single. And we're getting a phone call. And yeah, an absolute masterpiece of an album. Jerry Marotta and Tony Levin are on this. Tony on bass and Jerry Marotta on drums. His drumming on here is absolutely spectacular. It's on Geffen Records. Coincidentally, this is my 2nd concert that I ever saw in my life. I saw this tour, Plays Live, which is the tour for this record. Unbelievable concert. I think there is some concert video of this out there. I don't know if it was ever officially released, but I know I have seen live music from this tour. When I was a kid, I absolutely loved Peter Gabriel. Peter Gabriel was one of the first artists where I kind of went more than just listening to the records. I kind of started digging into what's behind the music and the artist and everything, and that's really kind of one of the first artists that I actually did that with. I find Peter Gabriel absolutely fascinating. His life, his artistry, just how he makes music, and those first 4 solo records are probably some of my top records of all time. And when I was like a 15-year-old kid, I spun those all the time. I could go on and on about Peter Gabriel, but I won't. We're going to wrap this up under 10-15 minutes. So that's for G, Peter Gabriel. For K, I got the Kinks. This is Sleepwalker. I love 70s Kinks. I know the 60s stuff is awesome. There's great stuff in there, but I love 70s Kinks, and this is my favorite Kinks record. I know it's a pop masterpiece. It's a 70s pop masterpiece. I love this record. This has Sleepwalker, jukebox music, a terrific, terrific record by the Kinks. And I think it gets overlooked a little bit, but the Kinks, Sleepwalker. For K. For S, Spoon. This is Kill the Moonlight. This is the album that turned me on to Spoon. They have, I think, 2 before this, but this is the one that really, really kicked it in. When I first heard this record, I was absolutely blown away. Their sound is so grungy and cool. I absolutely love their kind of like just a raw, clean sound, though. I mean, if you could describe a record that's raw and clean, this is it. They just had a great sound. They still do, but this record is the one that turned me on to them. This is on, I don't even know what record label this is on, but I think they've changed record labels several times. Cool band. Still around, still making music, still touring. They have a new album coming out in January. Can't wait for it. Quality band. Am I holding this upside down? Yes, I am. Was I doing that the whole time? Kill the Moonlight by Spoon for S. So for vinyl, he wants us to show an unusual vinyl in our collection. I don't have a lot of weird shaped vinyl. I don't have any weird shaped vinyl. I thought I had one shaped like an airplane, but I don't. Because that was a Gary Newman 45, and I don't have that. But I just showed this a couple weeks ago, and it got a lot of comments about how beautiful it was. And this is a band called Ohm. They're a Chicago band. I just did a concert review on them. Absolutely wonderful duo. Spencer Tweedy from Jeff Tweedy's son from Wilco. He also plays in this band every once in a while. Really, really cool alt rock band. I don't know the genre. Check them out. Great vocals. But the vinyl's really cool. This is their debut album. It came out a few years ago. They've only made 2 records. They do have one on the way. But I showed this a few weeks ago, and it got a lot of comments, and I thought it's a pretty cool looking vinyl. And it sounds good, too. It's, yeah, it's pretty cool. So I thought I'd show you guys this one again. Trying not to get the glare on there, but that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm not the biggest color vinyl person. I don't need it, but if it looks like that, I'll buy it. It's pretty cool. And then for Life, we have to show a record with the word Life in the cover. This is what I came up with because I don't show this record. I was going to show it, It's My Life by Talk, but I show those records every once in a while. So this is a band I don't think I've ever shown on this channel. This is Savages. This is Adore Life. This is their debut album, I believe. And they were formed, I think, in like 2010, 2011. They're a London-based band. I believe they're still around. Jenny Beth is the lead singer. She has gone solo on a couple of different projects. And she just released a full-blown solo project. It's good. It's not... I didn't like it as much as Savages. Savages are kind of a post-punk hard rock unit. I don't know. Yeah, I would say post-punk, but she's a wonderful voice, wonderful singer. This is the Gatefold. I do have their second album too, which is also just as good as this, but this was the one that kind of got them on the map and their debut, Adore Life, Savages. Boom. We're going to do this under 10 minutes. You guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. You guys have been awesome. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers. I've been putting videos up on Twitter now. So as soon as I figure out how Twitter actually works, maybe I'll even get more views and more subs. I don't get the Twitter sphere thing. It's kind of silly. But I've been putting up videos on that. You can check that out on It's called Hub_Tunes, I believe. And I also have my Instagram account, which... I put up just daily listening things and all that. You can check that out. That's Hub Tunes also. And you guys subscribe to Anthony. Cool channel. Get him over 1,000. And also check out his gaming thing. He's got when you see his videos, his wall of media behind him is absolutely incredible. I mean, this is all vinyl, but he's got CDs. He's got everything. You name it. So great channel. Check him out. Nice guy. Get him over 1,000. You guys stay safe and have a great Thanksgiving. Bye.